Good morning, and Jai Shri Mataji. Welcome to our morning meditation. Welcome to our journey to Diwali Puja 2024 to be held at Cape Town in South Africa, in African soil. Let us start with protocol. And during your namaskar, please surrender, fully surrender to our Divine Mother. All our past, all our present, all our future. We fully surrender to you, Shri Mataji. Let's do Namaskar, followed by the raising Kundalini and put in abandon. Let's keep our attention in our Sahasraras, and we invite Shri Ganesha with Ganesha mantra followed by Ganesha Tarvashirsha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
श्री गणेश अथर्व शीर्षम ओम नमस्ते गणपतये त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं तत्त्वमसि त्वमेव केवलं कर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं धर्तासि त्वमेव केवलं हर्तासि त्वमेव सर्वं खल्विदं ब्रह्मासि त्वं साक्षादात्मासि नित्यं ऋतं वच्मि सत्यं वच्मि अवत्वं माम् अववक्तारम् अवश्रोतारम् अवदातारम् अवधातारम् अवानुचानमवशिष्यम् अवपश्चात्तात् अवपुरस्तात् अवोत्तरात्तात् अवदक्षिणात्तात् अवचोर्ध्वात्तात् अवाधरात्तात् सर्वतो मां पाहि पाहि समन्तात् त्वं वाङ्मयस्त्वं चिन्मयः त्वमानन्दमयस्त्वं ब्रह्ममयः त्वं सच्चिदानन्दाद्वितीयोऽसि त्वं प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वं ज्ञानमयो विज्ञानमयोऽसि सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तो जायते सर्वं जगदिदं त्वत्तस्तिष्ठति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि लयमिष्यति सर्वं जगदिदं त्वयि प्रत्येति त्वं भूमिरापो नलो नीलो नभः त्वं चत्वारि वाक्पदानि त्वं गुणत्रयातीतः त्वं देहत्रयातीतः त्वं कालत्रयातीतः त्वं मूलाधारस्थितोऽसि नित्यं त्वं शक्तित्रयात्मकः त्वां योगिनो ध्यायन्ति नित्यं त्वं ब्रह्मा त्वं विष्णुस्त्वं रुद्रस्त्वम् इन्द्रस्त्वम् अग्निस्त्वं वायुस्त्वं सूर्यस्त्वं चन्द्रमास्त्वं ब्रह्मभूर्भुवस्वरों गणादिं पूर्वमुच्चार्य वर्णादिं तदनन्तरम् अनुस्वारपरतरः अर्धेन्दुलसितं तारेण ऋद्धम् एतत्तव मनुस्वरूपं गकारपूर्वरूपम् अकारो मध्यमरूपम् अनुस्वारश्चान्त्यरूपं बिन्दुरुत्तररूपं नादसन्धानं संहिता सन्धिः सैषा गणेशविद्या गणकऋषिः निच्छृद्गायत्री छन्दः गणपतिर्देवता ॐ गं गणपतये नमः एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्ती प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदञ्च वरदं हस्तैर्बिभ्राणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानुलिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पैः सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणमच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च सृष्ट्यादौ प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपतये नमो गणपतये नमः प्रमथपतये नमस्तेऽस्तु लम्बोदरायैकदन्ताय विघ्ननाशिने शिवसुताय श्रीवरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Let's read 12 names of Sri Ganesha with short mantra. Shri Sumukha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sumukha Namo Namaha. Shri Kadanta. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ekadanta Namo Namaha. Shri Kapila. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kapila Namo Namaha. Shri Gajakanaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gajakarnaka Namo Namaha. Shri Lambodara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lambodara Namo Namaha. Shri Vikata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vikata Namo Namaha. Shri Vignanasha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vignanasha Namo Namaha. Shri Gadanthipaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gadnaki Pahanamo Nanamaha Shri Raketu. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raketu Namo Nanamaha Shri Ganadyaksha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganadyaksha Namo Nanamaha Shri Phalachandra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Phalachandra Namo Namaha Shri Gajanana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gajanana Namo Namaha Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, on behalf of all hosting countries, we invite you to be present today during this meditation. Please give your divine attention on all preparation for Diwali Puja. Once again, please destroy all negativity attacking our spirit with your power of love, with your power of compassion. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us give attention to our left channel to take mantra Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Please Shri Mataji, keep only pure desire in our left channel. Only desire to be a spirit. Let's give attention to our right channel. Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Please, Shri Mataji, make us your instrument. Let us act as divine required. Attention to central channel, Shri Mahalakshmi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us complete our journey and our spiritual growth. We can listen now Shri Mataji's talk on 5 days of Diwali.
Now today we will not have any havan, that we have decided, because in the Diwali there is no need to have any havan. But we'll have just the puja. Now today is the puja. As you know, there are 5 days they celebrate it. The first day is the 13th day, where it is the Gruha Lakshmi's day. Is the Gruha Lakshmi's day. That is the day when the Gruha Lakshmi is worshipped. But the Gruha Lakshmi has to be worthy of the worship. And then some utensil is given to the Gruha Lakshmi. Some sort of an utensil is to be given to the Gruha Lakshmi as a present. That is the day Lakshmi was born. Lakshmi was born out of the Mother Earth. Out of the, we should say, Mother Earth, but she came out of the sea after the journey. So that is the birth of the Lakshmi. She is the giver of wealth. Wealth which is material as well as spiritual. A wife who says that all right, you save all the money, teaches the children to be selfish, and teaches the husband to be selfish, to save all the money in the bank and not to be charitable, is not a Lakshmi. She is the one who teaches you how to be charitable, how to give to others. A woman who is very particular about her money and bank balances is not a Lakshmi at all. She has to spend. She is there to spend. Man has to preserve his money, but the woman has to spend. He has to earn, or she has to spend. But rightly, spend it rightly, not only for herself, but for the family, but for the husband. She thinks, what should I buy? For my husband, for my children, for other Sahajogis, for other people, all her job. The husband earns and gives it to her, and she does that. It's a very sweet distribution of food. So that's the day of the Gruha Lakshmi when she's born. She must have these qualities. If she's a miserly, calculating type of woman, she is not a woman at all to begin with. If she's worried about her own clothes and her own comforts and her own things, then she's not a Gruha Lakshmi. She makes others work and sit down herself and orders about, she's not a Gruha Lakshmi. She has to work for others. She has to do for others. She has to look after. That's the 13th day. Then the 14th day is the day when Narakasura was killed. You know, Narakasura has taken his birth. And he is to be killed. His Sahajogis are going to kill him. You have to come up to a point, and definitely he can be killed. When Kartikeya is awakened within you, he can be killed. But for that, you have to be just like gold, untarnishable. You need strong people to do that. A sword that can kill him has to come out of your metals. Then Narakasura can be killed. He is one of the worst possible asura. That is the 14th day. When he was killed, the gate of hell was opened and all those were his disciples or his followers or satanic people were put. That's the only day you can sleep late. And it is good news for you. Then the 15th day is the darkest night which we had. Darkest night. That is the night when you put the lights on. Because it is the darkest night, the negative forces can walk in. So the lights are put because Lakshmi can come in. You'll be surprised how Lakshmi ji is, that if a bottle of wine enters from one end, she disappears from another. If there is a lady, she is bhutish, in the family they can never have the enjoyment of Lakshmi. The Lakshmi ji runs away from them. They may have money, but they cannot enjoy. The Lakshmi ji will run away. Such a person will be so inauspicious, I tell you. Supposing you want to, say, buy something, and such a bhutish person telephones to you, cannot get it. Finished. First of all, your ears will be finished with the poison. And then whatever work you are doing, you'll never be successful. Now this country is so full of such bhutish women, Lakshmis. I don't know how will they become all right. The women have to decide to get rid of their boots and not to carry on with them. They must meditate, they must try. If they feel sleepy, they must go and have a bath. Or twice, thrice. Sometimes burn yourself a little bit, doesn't matter. See to it that you don't feel sleepy and dreamy. If you are dreamy by nature, then you are bhutish. That's the responsibility of women, to keep the Lakshmi intact. So that's the Lakshmi day when we say that Lakshmi Puja takes place, because that is the day you invite the Lakshmi to come in. The Raja Lakshmi. The Lakshmi by which you become the king of the family, or the royal benevolence, you can call it, the regal feeling in the family. That is the day. Then comes the day, next to that is the first of the month, that is the calendar. My forefathers, because you are all my children, you have to use the same calendar, Shalivana's calendar. And that is the first day of the Shalivana's calendar. And what do they do in the morning time to celebrate it? They take one of these jars, Aquarius, and put a shawl with it. And that is put as a flag, representing the Aquarius and the shawl of the mother. That's why they are called as Shalivahan, the ones who carry the shawls of the mother, carriers of the shawls of the mother. That's how they put it up. The shawl, on top of is the Aquarius. This should be actually the flag of the Sahajogis. That you make it the Aquarius, or we can say the jar. What do you call that? Pitcher. Pitcher. Or not pitcher, but this lota business. See what you call that. There's nothing used like this here. That one is to kumbha. We can call it kumbha. And the shawl there. So they put it up. That's why it's called as Gudi Padwa. Padwa means the first day of the moon is Padwa. Gudi means this. So they put it up, and that is how they say that today is the New Year day for the Shalivahanas. Shawl is the covering of your mother, which gives it warmth, and also covers her modesty. Shawl is a sign of regality and modesty and chastity. So you stand for that of your mother. You protect it like Ganesha does. Only on one point he gets angry. If anybody says or does anything against the mother, then he comes down. That's why Christ has said, anything against me I'll tolerate, but anything against the Holy Ghost will not be forgiven. That's a son talking about the mother. That's what happens. So today is the second day. Second day is the bija. Is the, we call it the Bhaiya Dvija or Bhav Beej, is the day when the brother and the sister, who are the seeds of one tree, have that pure exchange of affection. The sister does the arti of the brother, gives him a tika, and then brother gives him her something as a token of Islam, as a present. In Bombay, we started that, and they have made sisters and brothers. I wish you also could find out somebody as a nice brother. But I found that these relationships have been so beautifully managed in India that if they could be managed here, it will be a great day of really ecstasy for me. Because that means you have overcome this devil of immorality, the purity, removing the lust and greed from your mind completely, and bestowing that affection for someone who is your sister. Very common in India, everybody has a sister there. All the Sajogis have a sister and they look after the sister there. It's a very sweet feeling. And a sister is treated like Raulbai is a sister of Dumal. You can imagine. And the sister is treated with the same grace as the own sister is to be treated, with all the relationships and everything. So this is the fifth day, is Dvija. So from 13th to the 5th day, they celebrate Diwali. For us, Diwali has a very great significance. That is, from one light, many lights are awakened and they are put in a line. So they are called as Diwali, means the lights put in a line. So when you hold my hands together, all of us, through that the energy passes. And the enlightened rasa is established. And the whole world has to become that beautiful dream of your mother, where nothing but the bliss of your father and his enjoyment. When he sees his own creation dancing in that ocean of bliss. May God bless.
Can we enjoy this bhajan song?
महिमा गौरी तू अपने आप है जोहरी तेरी कीमत तू ही जाने तू बुरा भला पहचाने ये कहती दिनों रातें तेरी लिख न जाए बातें कोई माने या ना माने हम भक्त तेरे दीवाने कोई माने या ना माने हम भक्त तेरे दीवाने तेरे पाँव सारी दुनिया पकारती हाय 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 हंसी वाली है ये आई ऐसे शुभ अवसर पर हम पूजे महालक्ष्मी सब देवी देवता वही को पूजे निर्मल माओ मैया निर्मल माओ सिंधु पराबली महालक्ष्मी माता जी ओ सिंधु पराबली महालक्ष्मी माता जी एक रूपशाली महालक्ष्मी है भगताती भगवती हे सुख पंचाल सुखदाती हमें सुख देना दिन राती जो तेरी महिमा गाए मुँह मांगी बुरा दे पाए जो तेरी महिमा गाए मुँह मांगी बुरा दे पाए हर आँख तेरी ओर निहारती हाय 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 हंसी वाली है ये आई ऐसे शुभ अवसर पर हम पूजे महालक्ष्मी सब देवी देवता वही को पूजे निर्मल माओ मैया निर्मल माओ सिंधु पराबली महालक्ष्मी माता जी ओ सिंधु पराबली महालक्ष्मी माता जी हे महाकाली माँ शक्ति हम तेरे ऐसी बाकी तू अमृत जल विनाशी तू अनमित पूरन माशी सब करके दूर अंधेरे हम बख्शो रे सवेरे सब करके दूर अंधेरे हम बख्शो रे सवेरे तू तो भक्तों की बिगड़ी संभालती हाय 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 हंसी वाली है ये आई ऐसे शुभ अवसर पर हम पूजे महालक्ष्मी सब देवी देवता वही को पूजे निर्मल माओ मैया निर्मल माओ सिंधु पराबली महालक्ष्मी माता जी ओ सिंधु पराबली महालक्ष्मी माता जी हे धन दानी धन लक्ष्मी हे दया राज गज लक्ष्मी हे विष्णु कृष्णानी हे सर्वदायिनी हे धन 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 लक्ष्मी हे दया बन गज लक्ष्मी हे विष्णु कृष्णानी हे सर्वदायिनी ये सूरज चांद सितारे सब तेरे ही गुण गाती तू ही शांति रूप शांतिनी हम देना विश्वास शांति तू शांति रूप शांतिनी हम देना विश्वास शांति तू तो चैतन्य की गंगा बहाती हाय 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 हंसी वाली है ये आई ऐसे शुभ अवसर पर हम पूजे महालक्ष्मी सब देवी देवता वही को पूजे निर्मल माओ मैया निर्मल माओ सिंधु पराबली काशी सामने मुझे बता हमारी को पूजे निर्मल माओ माया निर्मल माओ सिंध बाला गरिमा लक्ष्मी माता जी ओ सिंध बाला गरिमा लक्ष्मी माता जी ओ सिंध बाला गरिमा लक्ष्मी माता जी ओ सिंध बाला गरिमा लक्ष्मी माता जी.
In preparation for first day of Diwali, let us take Sri Gruha Lakshmi mantra 2 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gruha Lakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gruha Lakshmi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. The Gruha Lakshmi will be worshipped. And this good time for all brothers to buy presents to our sisters, to our wife, to our daughters. Let's have Sri Mataji's short video and explanation on first day of Diwali.
We are here, all of us, to celebrate a 4-day festival called as Diwali. Diwali, it comes from the word Deepali, Deepali in Sanskrit. The word Deepa means the light and Ali means the line, the rose. Now, there are many things that have happened during these 4 days, and that's how it is celebrated with such a great enthusiasm. The first thing is the day of the Lakshmi's birth. That is the 13th day of the moon, Teras they call it. It's the real day when Lakshmi was born out of the sea. That's why she's called as Miriam or Mariam. Word Mari or marine also comes from the word sea. So she is born out of the sea. She is created out of the sea. And the wealth of the sea so far, thank God, human beings have not yet exploited. But they may one day start doing that also. And a lot of wealth is still there. So when people start getting worried about exhausting the Mother Earth, you must know that sea is much more than the earth is. So nothing is exhausted. Still there's such a lot reserved for you, and one should not worry. Thank you. As to the supply of wealth that can come from the sea. Now this Lakshmi is the goddess who stands on the lotus. She represents all the well-being, the wealth, the glory of wealth, the decoration of wealth, whichever is auspicious. Whatever is not auspicious is not wealth, according to Sahaja Yoga or according to any scripture. It is not wealth at all. So she is a lady who stands on a lotus, showing that a person who has got wealth has to be a person who doesn't assert his pressures on people, who doesn't push people around, who doesn't pressurize. And then she's a lady, she's a mother. So, wealth is the first opening to our seeking. But when you start seeking the wealth, you realize that the superficial wealth that you are seeking is not sufficient, is not going to give you complete joy. So you start seeking the deeper wealth. As I said that on the Mother Earth you have exploited all that is possible, still there deep down in the sea, a lot of wealth is still there. So then the seeking moves towards the deeper seeking. So the same Lakshmi becomes Mahalakshmi. When you start expanding yourself to higher and deeper valuable things, then this Lakshmi doesn't lure you much. She is just there for your glory, but not for your satisfaction. The wealth is there for distribution. You enjoy there's no word for dan, I think. Huh? Oh, generosity. But generosity is different. But what I'm saying, generous fondness. It's a fondness, you see, that you should be generous. Sometimes is a very great happiness and joy that you feel. That is the greatest when you are generous, when you give away. That's a fondness. That's a kind of a human expression of one's own being, that you want to be generous. And this generosity only can come when Mahalakshmi principle is born in you. But at Lakshmi principle also, she stands like this. Her hand is like this one, as giving. And the another is like this. So miserliness is not a sign of wealth. I mean, if you are miserly, that means you are not wealthy. If you are really wealthy, why will you be miserly? A simple equation is there. That means if you are really wealthy, you will just give away. If you cannot give away, then you are poor. You are a beggar. You are still hankering after that. That means you are still a beggar. You are hankering for it. So this left hand she is giving all the time. And with the right hand she protects people. She gives protection to people. The wealth must give protection to people in the way it must look after the well-being of others, not your own self-indulgence.
Let's keep our attention on Sahasraras and have silent meditation. Let's be light of Diwali, be present during all our spiritual journey. Can we have a video with Shri Mataji blessing?
Our destinies are also guided and looked after. We are already blessed people. There's no doubt about it. And we should not worry about small things and small matters. It will all work out very well, you will see. If you just leave it to your destiny, which is very high, very great, with this your own destiny, you will go very far. This is the promise of Diwali to you all, that you will reach highest and the noblest way of life. Every word I say will be there to prove what I say is there. Whatever petty problems you have, they'll all be washed out. All these are the messages from the Divine. You don't have to worry about petty things, about money, about jobs. That's not your job. Your destiny will work it out. You have a promise that you'll be looked after. I hope you believe in that promise and are joyous in the highest way. I bless you all from my heart, all of you, for a very happy and prosperous Diwali.
Let's pass our love through abundance to Democratic Republic of Congo, to whole Africa, to whole world. Let's Mother's love to be filled all ourselves and spread it all around us. Thank you, Shri Mataji. Let's do protocol and have a blissful day. Jai Shri Mataji.